All right, guys. Hello. Sorry, it's gonna be a second for me. Today was supposed to be all nice and scheduled, and for the most part, it was. And part of my schedule was going to play basketball for like an hour before stream, so I could kind of wake up. And be a little more kind of ready for stream. And instead what happened, I did go play basketball, and then when I got back an hour ago, and what was supposed to happen was that I would have lots of time to shower, eat, and get ready for stream. Set up my green screen. That's what was supposed to happen. Also, Twitch glitched out and didn't update my stream title, so I just had to reset it like 3 times. So now it should be correct. And I did play basketball. It was good. Fun. And then when I got back, it was supposed to be shower time. I'm not going to divulge all the details because I know I'm going to get absolutely actually to hell. So I'm going to preface this by saying I am not in the market for advice on this matter. I've been dealing with it for a while. When I got back to my apartment, those who've been around, it was actually the beginning of this series. And I knew they'd be back. It's not a surprise. But this apartment has a lot of ant problems, and they were absolutely tormenting me for like 2 or 3 months. And then the second winter hit, they went away, and I was like, perfect. I have a few months of grace period where it's going to be too cold. They're going to be dormant for a while, but I need to be prepared for them to come back out the second it starts to warm up again. So I took precautionary measures, placed traps around. They had one access point that I found. They were coming from through an outlet behind my bookshelf. So I found it, taped it up, sealed them in there, and then had no ant problems after that. Not only have they returned to an extent that I truly did not know was possible. I have never seen this many ants in my life. And I said that last time. This is something entirely new. So I've spent the last hour just frantically dealing with ants. So I have not showered. I have not eaten. And now I'm still sweaty and tired. Do you know why this is going on? I do. We had a maintenance guy come in, and I was like, hey man, what the fuck? How are there this many ants? Is there anything I can do? Because you better believe I'm placing traps. I'm using the ones that say they'll get to the queen. They never do. I'm not leaving food out. Every time I complain about it, whoever I'm complaining to, whether it be live chat or a person in my life, is like, well, that probably just means you're living too much. Shut up! I'm not. I know how ants work. Oh my god. And basically, they like came to my apartment and then used Orthan around the perimeter of the dorm. I promise you they'll never come back. I have tried everything. I promise. Here's what the maintenance people said. I've killed millions of these things. Visually. I know it's happened. And this is what happened. Somebody, if you kill a bunch of them and let them and leave them there, others will not come back. Another thing that I promise I've done thousands of times. Okay. I'm going to continue now. So someone came in. I was like, dude, do you see this? And basically what he said was like, oh yeah, there have been some other apartments having this problem. We've actually looked into it, and there's what's called a super colony. that lives under the apartment building. So there's not really anything we can do. It's like, fuck you mean there's nothing you can do? I can't escape these things. So there's nothing. So at least that makes me feel better about the fact that I knew I was trying everything and nothing was working. And everyone in my life, including live chat, just kept being like, nah, you haven't tried this. Or like, nah, it probably just means you did it wrong. At least now I know I'm not doing it wrong. There's just a super colony underground that has somehow found a pipe from underground into my outlets. Because over the winter, when I sealed that outlet, not only were they sealed in, that part I nailed, and that's what I thought would be the end of it. What they actually did is they've spent the last few months both growing their ranks and also infesting all of the inside of my walls on all other sides of my room. So when I found them today was the day they decided to strike. Immediately I was like, oh, that one outlet. And I checked, I was like, wait, they're not coming from that outlet. They must have a different point that they're leaving from. And then I found out that they are entering my room from all 6 of the outlets in my room, including 4 separate cracks in the baseboard of my room. They now have 10 entry points. And all 10 points, they are pouring. And I mean it. Like, I should take a video of it to show you guys. They are just pouring at a constant rate out of my wall into the center of my... There's 12 of them now. Stomp. And I just killed 1,000. And so now, they're everywhere. I keep killing them with ant killer. And I'm like huffing chemicals. My room smells overwhelmingly like ant killer now. And all of my floors are now slick with like the grease residue that ant killer leaves behind. It's dripping down my walls. And now it looks like one of those smoker homes where every time it rains, black goo drips from the ceiling. Oh my God. So I'd move immediately. I do not have that luxury. And so now I'm covered in ants. My whole room smells like ant killer. I'm hot. I'm sweaty because I couldn't shower after basketball and I didn't eat. So I'm going to have to like take an eating break partway through stream and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, every time I go to a dome stream, he's always eating. Ugh. I can't spray out ant killer into the outlets for obvious reasons. So anyway. I didn't even have time to set up my green screen. So I'm going to have to set it up like now. Okay, let me pause the music. The second we have our first ad break, I'm literally just leaving and I'm going to go make like an entire meal. Okay. Let me boot up the game. Let me turn my headphones off. Put it on the minimum. There we go. Oh my God. This is a fucking trial. This is first day of spring break for me. This is supposed to be the first day of my week of having no classes, being able to relax and work on YouTube. So. Pretty awesome stuff. Ugh. All right. Anyway, they're also in my... This is what annoys me the most. Is like, I've gotten used to living with ants, but this time they're clearly like upping their game. They're in my bed now. And that's where I draw the line. They're like all over my bed. It's like, no, well, not that I can't deal with because I need sleep time. Are they in your PC? Probably. I mean, there's holes in it, so almost definitely. They're truly everywhere. I promise. Every definition you can imagine of the word everywhere, they are. Everywhere. It is unbelievable. There is not a single square foot of my apartment that does not have ants on it. Right now, it's really desolate because I just had like a mass extinction and truly coated my entire apartment in ant killer. So I have like a brief period where they have nowhere to go. They're going to just wait in the walls for a while until the ant killer wears off in like a few days, and then they're going to come right back up. Okay. Let's play the feud. Okay. You set up my green screen. Hi, everybody. I'm fucking exhausted. Okay. Chroma key. Oh, I'm wearing a green shirt. I didn't even think about it. All right, time out. I gotta go change shirts. I forgot that I'm doing green screen today. Well, for starters, I need to adjust my... There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go change shirts really fast. I'll be quick. Okay. Green shirt's been done away with. I'm sweltering hot because I just played basketball for an hour. At least my shot was great today, so that's a positive. Okay. All right. I don't remember what was going on. I know we're close to the trial. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn on Danganronpa mode. Hold on. I gotta crank my game audio slider to the minimum it'll allow. There we go. All right. Load game. We're close to the trial, and unfortunately, this week I did not rewatch my last week's stream, so I could update myself. So I've forgotten like most of it, which means the trial might be brutal. All I remember is that Taka and Hifumi are both dead. And there's something suspicious about Hifumi that he like got up and left at some point. That's all I remember. He like moved around at one point when we thought he was dead. That's it. Okay. Did you go get your lozenges yet? I'm not lying when I tell you that I have not had a moment of free time in the last 3 weeks, except the 1 3-hour window when I streamed off schedule last Tuesday. So I have not. But this is like my 1 week of free time until mid-May. So maybe I'll do it now at some point. This trial's so insane you won't need to go know what's going on. I'll be confused regardless. Yeah. Okay. Continue. We'll make it work. All right. Perhaps she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? Who are we talking about? Kyokyo? But you are quite... Yeah, probably. You are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much up until now. I didn't know how to read that line because it was formatted weird. This game's dialogue is hard to read because the kerning is fucked up. Like, the spacing between the letters is so janky. It's, like, hard to understand where the spaces are. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. Can I leave? What even's going on right now? I should see what everyone has to say. I don't know who I already talked to. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. See what I mean? Why are you making me do this? This is the most useless shit. What's up, Kyokyo? She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone. Why does it make me do this? Just tell me. Whatever. There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it. Okay, so you should have just said talk to Hiro because he's the only one that counts.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. This is so unproductive. Wait, hold on. If those were the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means
right.
Alter Ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate? Stop trying to trick us. Just admit you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
We are talking in absolute circles. What kills me is that this exact dynamic is going to go for like way too long. And then it's going to happen again for another 15 minutes. Like the whole beginning of the trial is just going to be this guy whose name I forgot and Aoi just talking in circles, accusing each other the whole time. Whatever. Oh, I know. That note. Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, and for some reason I fell asleep. Did he get chloroformed? Hey. Jesus Christ. The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No. Hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
Really? I told you. Someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Why are you going so hard at this? Whatever. That's right. She got like really, really weirdly emotional about Hifumi dying specifically, which I can't really like wrap my head around. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? What is Gyaho? Is he trying to like have a catchphrase? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us the note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yep, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Nice. All done. Okay, can we leave? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Girl, we've been over this! Jesus Christ! You know I love you, Aoi, but god damn you've been frustrating this chapter. Like, oh my god, this is the whole point. We've gone over this point both chapters. Someone during the trial has said, when we know who did it, and someone else has been like, shut the fuck up. It's a trial. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Someone will shut her down. Stop crying. Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Bro, he gets absolutely paid. He does not need that. Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
This is when I should jump in. He's told me about this. Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. Aoi. I think a little bit of your personal agendas have slipped into our conversation here. Again. I'm not saying it like if you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? What? Oh, you're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Feet don't fail me now. Guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko, Genocide Jack, to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone made like a banana and left the room. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Okay. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we? I guess.
Hey.
Okay, I forgot to put on my glasses. I just remembered. So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? Can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me. When is it gonna wear off, dude? This is the kind of dialogue I'd expect from chapter 1. We're 3 chapters in, brother. This is your full-time job now. Would you play the second game after this one, or is it too much pain? If I, and that's an if of comical proportions. If I did ever play another one of these, it is not going to be for a very long time. Most likely never. Almost positively never. But we'll see. I'm not gonna speak in absolutes. Cause you know, I'm fickle and I do it for views. So if something in the algorithm happens and this series of the first game like blows up like a year later, I will play the second one to capitalize.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? Nope, that's fucking crazy. How am I supposed to answer? Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Iggy, I need to go up to floor 3. Let me up, babe. Please play a second game. Hey, remember the thing I just covered out loud 0.1 seconds ago? Maybe in a long time. That is something that will always baffle me on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, is how many people think that they can easily convince anyone by just saying please to do whatever they want. The number of times someone will ask me a question and I'll be like, here's my answer. So I'll be like, please change your answer. No, I just gave you my fucking answer literally a few seconds ago. If I ever change my opinion, it's not gonna be for a while. Okay, I need to go to the, what was it, like the art room? It's like the storage in the art. Yeah, here we go. The repository, which if you Google the definition of repository is just a room where things are. so it could really be anything, but now I know it's this. Okay. Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid. But only for a moment.
So then.
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. We know. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm, so bold, so Maybelline. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Well, that's good. I forgot y'all were here. What do you have to say?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand? No, actually. You did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? Girl, I'm not in the mood. No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said you had a watch.
So then.
Take a look. Is that just how it always looked? Or is it... It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. It's not visible in this art. Hey, you! How long were you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Oh, I do remember that line specifically because I thought it was funny.
In other words.
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Brilliant detective work.
However.
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. Okay, that I absolutely should have noticed. I mean, like, not me because I couldn't see the dead body sprite, but Makoto should have noticed. I'm having, like, a lot of trouble keeping my eyes open right now. I'm not even necessarily that tired. I think my body's just shutting down because it really wanted to shower. And then the ants happened. So I'm going to have my eyes shut for, like, half of this stream. Okay. He appears to be gripping something. You're right. There's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try to pry it out? Me?
Because
Me? Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Why are we bringing this to a gendered place? Whatever. He appears to be grippy or something. Nice work. Much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. Nearly. Nearly. Even in death, Taka's fist of justice is gripping the whites in a tight chokehold. Rest in power. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. The fact that it's yellow implies that it's important, but it was the word object, so I feel like we can... Whatever. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had on his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. No, just farts. Only farts. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. If I rewatched that last stream, this would... A lot of things would click, but I just don't remember anything about this case. It'll work out in the trial. What up, boy? He looks like a... You know when whales wash up on the shore and then they explode? I think we're like halfway to the explosion point. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. He got up and walked. That's the one thing I remember from last time. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He's most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office, but... When we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. This is a nice refresher. I actually needed this. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that and why? He did. It was him. And then he brought Taka up here. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants. So I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. Uncrumple it. In his pants? Wait. So you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants. Not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
What, socks? Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... Jackpot! It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. He's dead, so you can... Doesn't matter. A note? And Taka has the other piece. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. And he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? His was like 1 a.m., wasn't it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't, whatever, who gives a shit. Run it, yeah, 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Bro, Kyoko, just tell him. Just say it. Just be like, bitch, remember just a few seconds ago? Taka had it. It was meant for Taka, and he tried to rip it out of Taka's cold dead hands, but the rigor mortis held on to that one little corner. And he didn't realize. So, Hiro got a note, Taka got a note. So maybe Hifumi was in on this murder. Maybe Hifumi was the one planning it. And he got Hiro to come into the rec room at 1, drugged him, put him out, put him in the costume, threw him in the locker to frame him, whatever. Taka came at 6. Hifumi killed him and then tried to rip that note out of his hands. Dispose of evidence, but a corner got left behind. And then I guess somebody else killed Hifumi. Hifumi played dead with fake blood, got up, moved Taka's body, but then, in a cruel twist of fate, was killed himself. Checkmate. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he be? Why would he be? Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then.
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? Why are you going so roundabout about this? His note became a scrap of... Just tell him he ripped it out of his hands. That's what you need to answer. Boy, alright. The note Hifumi had has been added to the truth bolt section of your handbook.
Hey.
It's very poetic. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. We've got 8 more rooms to cover. The 2 victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Okay. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said is that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Genuinely no clue about that, but that's fine. It's time, baby! Let's go. We're getting through chapter 3 today. Mark my worms.
Are you excited? Are you
Not
pumped?
even a little bit.
For the
Actually,
trial
I'm
to
excited for it
begin.
to begin. That I'm excited about. How many chapters? I don't know.
Like
Probably a lot.
burst of fireworks,
6?
like
Okay.
the flash of a soul
We're not even
bursting
halfway.
with life and death.
Bro.
And so, with everyone
Bro.
make-
Literally, I don't know why it took me so long to skip. What's
It
up,
would
Taka?
seem-
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. On the contrary, this is extremely fortunate. Girl, I want to leave. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. No, I won't! Why is she always... This is a team effort. You bastard. We're in one big senior seminar circle. We're having a fishbowl discussion. And Monokuma's chaperoning. This is about working together. The fuck do you mean figure out the rest for yourself? You do it and then tell me. I did. In my brain. But anyway. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Took me almost 28 hours to defeat the first game. Yeah, and it'll probably take me longer because I'm reading every line out loud instead of just reading it in my head, which would be a lot faster. Well, we better get going. Okay. Well, it's that time. I honestly don't know who did it because I don't remember anything. So this is fun because it'll actually be like truly a surprise. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there,
Monokuma appears!
I think I'm experiencing some level of brain bleeding. Hello! 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 He's multiplied! He's Markiplier! Nope, not multiplication. Just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I'm multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get onto the elevator already?
Boy,
You're not playing along? Hello? Hello?
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
okay.
Okay, fine. And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. The elevator. I'll see you guys down there. See you, man. Okay, then. Shall we?
Please.
Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. Is Aoi religious? That would be awesome. If suddenly mid chapter she's like, forget reasoning. It is through Christ that all things are possible. What? Aoi? I told you already. I didn't do it. For serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but... How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit. The game... Okay, this I do remember, and that is very, like, reaffirmating. The game is trying to go really, really hard. All in on Celeste is the killer. So it probably isn't her. Probably.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive. And for the two that lost their lives. Yep. Oh my god. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is... I don't know! Someone right here! Let's go! I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. Began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard. It's gonna do that one drawing again. The doors closed on their own. And the steel box began to move. Here on Soccer, there's a lot of empty... You don't have to be, like... You can spread out a little bit. Clucking in the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. It's true. Even after we settle this, we also will not be able to go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Here we are.
When I see all you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
Well, what? You really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm going to start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for this action-packed class trial after the commercial break. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get your assigned seats.
Yes, sir. And so, the curtain opened once again. Wasn't this game written in English? Absolutely not. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm so confident that the answer is no. If the answer is yes, this is unacceptable. I pray the answer is no. Okay. So the curtain opened once again. Oops, I put it on auto. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yeah, okay. I hope my one save file never gets corrupted because I've just been re-updating the same ones over and over again. Let's do it. I don't want to prepare because it's boring and I want to start. I don't remember the controls.
Let's begin
It'll
with
work
a
out.
basic explanation
Oh.
of the class trial. So,
Oh, I don't need an explanation of how it works,
determine
bro.
if you can fit
Oh my
trial
god. Oh my god.
punishment.
We've covered this.
We already know was that.
Oh, okay. It started. Okay. Okay.
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took
Alibi.
place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
Shut up!
Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
I trust him. I don't think he has the capacity to lie. Hey.
Who are you calling a murderer?
What's that about pots and
I am
kettles?
sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Present it then.
Blueprints for the suit.
That is flimsy as fuck.
Parts we assume were used to build it.
Also, didn't we cover that it's impossible to move around in that thing? Because Aoi tried it on and was like, hey, I can't bend or do anything or do anything or do anything or do anything.
And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I
Given what game we're in, at least 5.
I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer? Or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. I think it was the hammer that got him. This is what they always do. We're gonna have to start from absolute scratch. Okay, Yasuhiro's message. I don't know what that is. I legit don't know what that is.
Everything you found in your room. The
Oh.
blueprints, the suit cards, they are all
Okay,
proving
right
out
click.
that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
I trust you.
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Sure. Oh, spacebar slows it
Hiro,
down.
why?
Control speeds it up.
Why did you?
No, just hold on a second.
Wait, what? You look at the blueprints. That handwriting is awful messy. That's supposed to be an aha moment, but I don't remember what Yasuhiro's message means. Oh, Hiro's handwriting. Oh, that's right. There's a note. Okay,
Everything
okay,
you found in
okay.
your room. The blueprints, the suit cards.
No.
No, that's wrong.
No.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
No.
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that
Talk to
Hiro
him.
wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
Everyone, isn't it so pretty? I'm going to hand it around now. Let's just take brief intermission. We're just like, oh my god, your penmanship's great.
The handwriting's obviously different.
Can you
What
show the
say?
blueprint? Because I don't remember what it looks like.
When you
Thank you.
compare it to the blueprints,
Yeah, that's like baby handwriting. That actually honestly looks like a little bit like my handwriting. No, mine's better. I have better handwriting than that. I'd like to believe.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
That's extremely flimsy. I know we're trying to defend Hiro, but like that's very possible. You'd have done that deliberately. Easily.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, the differences are bigger than
Okay.
that, I think.
Guess we've debunked it.
Come on. I'm not stupid
No.
enough to think I'm trying to change my
What?
handwriting anyway.
So Makoto,
Again,
are you
useless.
saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
I don't.
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Okay, we got Byaki on our corner. All right.
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit?
Nobody, girl. You tried it on. It's useless.
Said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No.
A suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Okay. And of course he passes it off to me.
So? Who was in the Robo Justice suit?
Girl, give me a second. The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit. I guess it was Hiro, but he was drugged.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be
It's
no
true.
doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
You just said he isn't.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
That's right, baby. That's right. Like and retweet.
So what you're saying is...
That's
Yeah,
right.
let's go
The
again.
culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
What?
Now that's
Yeah,
a bold
Aui's whole
assumption.
world has now been flipped on its head.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
So
You do
many.
have a reason, yes.
You were there when Aoi tried it on.
But before we get to that,
Oh my
there's
god.
something else we need to clarify first.
This is good. My
So
memory's
let's
all
get
getting
that out of the
jogged.
way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Where have you been?
All things have a proper order.
Okay, well, now you're sounding it like that's... I don't like that. Not... Yeah. Whatever. That's fine.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must
A lot.
clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Sure.
It would seem that his corpse was moved
Should be,
using
yeah.
certain particular items. Makoto,
I don't remember.
Can you tell us what they were?
Uh-oh. The things that are used to Taka's body, they must have been... Oh, the tarp. It literally says in the description it was apparently used to move Taka's body. There's still one more thing. The little carts.
I got
So
it.
cute.
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
That's right. Dolly tarp sounds like one of those auditory illusions where you can't tell what they're saying. What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain.
Man, I thought you were chill. Whoops.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room.
Just mean the gang.
Then we rediscovered it in the repository.
You know, as much as I like to shit on Byakuya, y'all know how much I love to shit on Byakuya. That pose is cold as fuck. They're drilling into my wall again. You're gonna anger the ants.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Oh my god, dude. The second that drilling started, I just visibly watched 4 more slowly peel out of the wall. God damn it. Whatever.
It was
Tend to it
same
after the
tarp
stream.
that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
I see it.
Oh god.
So the killer must have seen it and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
That's right.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Good thinking, man. Up top. Mwah, mwah.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
That part is self-explanatory. It's a cart, bro. You put it on and then you wheel them around. Like, I literally do not know what to tell you.
I'm sure the dolly
Why does it
was
look like that?
when we first found Taka's body.
They're gonna show this image so many times in a court case and they couldn't be bothered to render the dolly a little bit better. Are you fucking kidding? Look at how small it looks next to Taka. My boy's planking over there and the dolly's like half of his length. Whatever. Oh,
But
see
when
ya.
the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Coincidence? Probably.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
Perspective is a bitch. That is absolutely not perspective. That's not what things look like, and you can't trick me. What up, boy?
so did the dolly.
See, that looks a lot more normal. So did the dolly.
In other
Therm
words,
Nation? Uh-huh.
You think
Uh-huh.
they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Yes.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Maybe it was hidden and then
That
brought back
dolly
out.
was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not?
Wasn't it there, though?
That it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
We're getting to that, bitch!
There's no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
I'm gonna yank those fuck-ass pigtails off of your scalp. And I'm gonna enjoy it, Celeste.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Your earrings are tacky as fuck. Got plaster on your face. You have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard anyone sound so nice while being so mean. Maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. I need to be sure that my logic is easy to follow and that I don't leave anyone behind. Second the debate started. I don't know! I saw it! It totally folds. Another new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Google time is activated when an objection is raised against one of your truth points. You will now have a stock of 10 truth chakras. Each claim containing the letter E can be bolstered by a truth chakra, but if you go through 7 of your 10 truth chakras, you will receive a 10% time penalty for the remaining rounds. You can recover truth chakras, but only if you use the middle mouse button to drag the letter E from the word into the truth receptacle where it can be purified and recycled into truth chakras. Absolutely. Let's talk about reloading. Okay. You know what? I suppose that's right. Starting with the next bullet time battle, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you're out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. Or you can reroll by pressing tab. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. What is the tempo marker? Just remember that the tab key now has a function along with the right and the left. You automatically reload at the start of fever time? What is this? If your action is difficult as a gentle, you won't have to reload it. It's not, though. Good luck and have fun. What is this? Oh, it's not the debate. It's this thing. This thing is stupid.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
Oh, it's each one only reloads one.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Oh, fuck.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree.
This is so stupid.
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you.
I hate this game mode so much.
Miserable wretch.
Stop being mean. Oh, I did it.
I
What?
cannot agree.
This should prove it.
You gotta be actually kidding me.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Okay.
When I found the dolly in the repository,
Yeah, duh.
one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
It's true.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment.
How
room
did you
with a
not notice
tire mark
that?
in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
Okay.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So
Okay.
there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Response? Yeah, that's right, bitch. Bitch. That's right, bitch. Yeah! Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way.
Yeah,
Let's get
clearly.
back
Did
to
you get
the
out of your
main
system,
subject.
Celeste? Do you feel better now? Play with your fucking fake ass hair. Go crazy. Go back to stripping lice out of your wig. Clown ass bitch.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then
Then who could it be?
what kind of robot is it?
I don't know.
Not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to
Thank you,
explain
Sakura.
why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? You can't bend at the waist. You can't load it onto the whatever. I don't know how they didn't put this together immediately, but that's all right.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
It's absolutely
And
correct.
From there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
It's absolutely
Yeah,
correct.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
It's absolutely
then
correct.
loaded it onto the dolly.
They sure
and
did.
wheeled it off, right?
None of that is incorrect, so
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
it's true.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Well, but that's not wrong. That phrasing's stupid. That's right.
You're
But you shouldn't have said no, that's wrong. You should have said like,
push a dolly
I
without a
agree with
handle
that,
if
and
you
then
stick
been
down
like,
low.
here's the issue though. Robo can bend. Robo no bend.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
I don't know. Maybe
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together.
as friends. God, we were so close back then. What happened? Blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at this music rules. Can't see my feet at all. Surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. It's a
When you're
fun
in
picture.
that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
It's true.
Am I right about that?
You are right.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
There we go.
It'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
You could kick it. Again, this is what happens with this game. We move in the right direction with all of the wrong evidence. It's like you could still move a dolly. It's not the pushing that's the problem. It would be getting him onto the dolly that you wouldn't be able to do. Also, nobody saw This is the thing. Nobody saw the robot pushing a dolly. So what would stop somebody from just taking the suit off? Put the body on the dolly, push it into the art room. All right, I'm gonna go get my suit. The only sightings we have of the person in the suit are the picture and the locker hours later. So who's to say that they pushed the dolly while in the suit? I'm sure that is debunked by something that I forgot from last week's stream, because I haven't thought about this game in 7 days. But it's something that should be covered instead of just being like, all right, let's move on. You can't push it. It's like, well, we should probably talk about that.
Well, what's to stop you from
Okay, they are going to. Good. That's been my biggest problem with
You
these.
can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
See, this is what I mean. Again, we're moving in the right direction, but like, you could kick something without seeing it.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
We gotta talk more about the
On top of
suit.
that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the
It's
body
true.
in a
Now we have to cover why they couldn't have done it outside of the suit.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter
Okay, here we go.
of the suit when you're ready
Good.
to use the body?
There's absolutely no chance the customer's taking off because you can't take it off by yourself. That's the thing I forgot. Okay. I thought it was going to be like the first two chapters where they just move on and they're like, well, we've covered that. Because of how many times in the first trial they just use like word of mouth as evidence where they're like, well, she wrote that note because she signed it. It's like, all right, hold on. We got to actually explain why she should have. I don't think taking out the suit was an option, if you remember. Looks pretty awesome. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think I can get it off. Oh, I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true.
It's true.
It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
That's right. We got an ad coming up and I need to eat something. This is perfect. Ad break. Okay, hold on. Let me find something for y'all to look at who don't get ads. Here we go. Jellyfish. All right, go crazy. Let's see, let me turn the audio up here. All right, have fun. Oh my god. Okay. Give me a second. I need to eat one more Cheez-It. To make up for lost time. As you probably expect, I used my ad break instead of eating and getting soda. I used it killing many more ants because they replenished their numbers over the last hour while I was streaming. Okay. Red Sox are currently having their best game of spring training, and it's not being broadcast anywhere, so I can't watch it. I'm devastated. They're up 12-2, and I didn't get to see any of it. And my boy Trevor hit 2 homers. He went 3 for 4 with 2 bombs. I couldn't watch it. Bregman had a bomb. Trace Thompson homered again. Golly. God damn. Trevor in spring is a fucking animal. Okay. Pause. All right, babies. Back at it. It's possible to put the suit on and take it out without help. All right.
You really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
I don't know. I guess not.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
I hate Aoi. I still love her. I'm not letting this chapter... My Aoi stock has fallen during this chapter. Even, especially the free time events. There's a lot of parts in the free time events where I was like, okay. But I still love Aoi. Just not as much as I did at the very start. And there's plenty of room to grow. She might come right back up.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Yep. How's the audio, by the way? I need y'all to tell me because I literally can't trust my audio readout because it peaks so often with this game that it just is red, no matter what. So it's a literal guess for audio bouncing because the game is just that loud. Audio's good? Okay, perfect.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in
Now
the
people are saying
robot
quiet.
suit, correct?
Turn it up a bit. Okay.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yeah, actually. I remember that it happened. I remember what it looked like. That's right.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
The most obviously set up photo of all time.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Oh my god. How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now. Whatever.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same.
No.
It was Hero, without a doubt.
No!
Yeah.
Turn my fan off because now I'm cold.
Be right.
Hold on a second.
Stop it!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
That's correct.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Yeah.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
We should, but I'm not gonna like it.
Instead of
It's
seizing
true
on
though.
one viewpoint,
We should.
The truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
We know.
Perhaps.
I think
Where
you've
do
said
we
that
go
word
from
for word
here?
all 3 trials.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
You know, I like Sakura, but I'm now realizing when I stop and think about it, she has not done a single thing. Every character at this point pretty much has had like a moment where they've like come through in a class trial or like figured something out. She has done nothing. I'm like now thinking about it. There hasn't been a single case where she's like brought something important to the table at all. The only thing she ever did was the protein coffee thing. And even then she didn't figure, I had to tell her what happened. She was just like, I spilled coffee on the carpet. And then I'd be like, hey, it's over here now. And she's like, that's my coffee. And I'm like, yes. I love her. But like, I just never stopped to think about how beyond useless she's been in terms of like a strict, like, contribution viewpoint of, you know, contributing to understanding in the class trial. She is legit the most useless one here in that context. And that's fine. It's better than a net negative.
What a pain in the ass.
That's a net negative. That's what I talk about when I say net
but
negative.
Our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Sure.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
That's true. Girl, you gotta tell us.
Let's take another look back at what happened.
Sure, whatever.
I suppose we could start with this morning.
I'm winking. Is this... Should I do this more? This cute little wink thing. I'm trying it out because I think it looks silly and endearing, but no one's commented on it yet. I'm a little disappointed.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Don't remember this happening.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
True.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Oogie.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came.
I forgot she was all beat up. She showed us the picture.
I was unconscious for about an hour after
Unreal.
I was attacked
That's
by my
we've already
mystery
discussed
assailant.
this.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
How did you know what time it was, dog?
That
Oh my
was when
God.
we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it
It's
turns
true.
out, it was Robo-Justice. It also
Was.
soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi.
This is so
We
dumb.
were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured,
That's
so we took him
right.
to the nurse's office and resumed our search for
This
the
is the
suspect.
rare. You know what? Normally, if I had rewatched that stream and got caught up, I'd be really frustrated right now about what's happening. But this is the rare instance where I truly did need the whole Spark Notes at the trial.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
What up, girl? Saw shadows moving around on top of the stairs. That's right.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and
For
search
some
the
reason.
second floor.
Terrible
And
idea.
soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
So what's wrong? It's rather intense scream for someone like you. Saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran up as soon as I screamed. I was back the stairs. His head further down.
and
Oh,
then-
I speared. And then. Yeah. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been. Hifumi's in the nurse's office. Is back. Come on, we gotta go back.
at that point,
Blah,
we
blah,
decided
blah,
to
blah,
divide
blah.
Celeste, Hina,
Oh my
and I
god.
went
Oh
back
my
to the
god. Oh
nurse's
my god. Oh
office.
my god. Oh my god. Oh my
While
god.
Sakura, Byakuya,
I've
and
reached that
Toko
point I was
chased
talking
after
about
the
earlier,
suspect.
where now you've jogged my memory enough, and now I'm just restless.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
But he
I
wasn't
left
actually
Celeste
dead,
and Hina
though.
there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Oops.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
That's
We must
right.
have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we
Yeah.
heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Yeah.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
This section of the trial is legitimately putting me to sleep. I'm like my eyes are kind of starting to. I'm like going a little bit. His body's disappeared.
We
We
rushed back to the nurse's office
know.
and saw that she was right.
Oh
Then we remembered
God!
we'd left Toko
Oh my
passed out in the
God!
equipment room. so
Oh
we
my
hurried back
God!
again.
Oh my God! The ants! I'm looking at them, dude. They're everywhere. can see them going up the wall behind my computer. Bastards. These can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
Yo, imagine
And
that.
after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which
true.
is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Yes. Ta-da.
I think that about covers it.
Okay.
The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
It is very
It certainly
complicated.
seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Glad that's the conclusion we've come to.
And from there, we can
And it's in
uncover the
yellow, like it's
contradictions
helpful.
surrounding all of them.
No shit, girl. Why are you putting that in yellow like you did something?
Now then, let's get
Whatever.
started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradiction into what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Alright, here we go. Look at all the dead people. All of these seats were once full. Monokuma Fa'alian, I forgot you were in the video game at some point.
So, regarding
I don't know
Taka's
what is
death,
in
I
this.
wonder if he died before Hifumi.
I don't know, maybe.
Perhaps it was after.
I don't know.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Where do we?
Taka came last.
Did he? Probably not.
you say that.
Probably gonna whatever's next thing to come out. I'm
Because
gonna.
of the numbering of the justice hammers.
Yeah.
It's
Is that-
true that Hifumi
Yeah, I probably
was
should've
killed
gone
with
for it.
Justice Hammer 3.
He
While
was.
Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See?
Yeah.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
This is what confuses me because I think it wants me to.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed
We
in.
don't though. Oh my god. So I guess it wants me to say that something's contradicted. I should. I don't remember the number. I don't know what was in here.
What order Taka came last.
What makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
No. I don't remember how to play. I guess. Isn't those the only we? Oh, there's that. I forgot there's that mechanic where I have to like suck one up, but I don't remember how to do it. Is it middle
So,
mouse?
Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before he.
Weak spots, truth bullets, quick select, flashback. If you hold down a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, you can use that weak spot as a temporary truth bullet. Okay. All right, so the 2 weak spots are what order they were killed in and the numbering of the Justice Hammers. So do I have to suck up the Justice Hammer one and then shoot it at the order one and then say like, hey, they could have easily just done out of order. Who cares?
Or perhaps it was after. We already know Taka came last.
what makes you say
Because of the numbering of the justice hammers.
It's true that
Oops.
while Taka's death,
See?
Okay, blah, 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 blah.
Taka came.
So,
Regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I forgot about that mechanic entirely. We good.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the
Yeah.
hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
What a roundabout way to
Anything?
express that
That's
thought.
just another way the killer
In
tried to
gameplay.
disguise their actions.
It's, yes.
So you're saying
I agree.
the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
That is exactly correct.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
Let's see the proof.
that's. I mean, yeah. Bruce Taka was killed before Hifumi. So that relates to what time must have died. The wristwatch, baby. You gonna make me spell wristwatch? You gonna make me spell the word wristwatch? You sure are. Cool.
Now I understand.
I did it. I did it. I did it.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch.
Let's go. I can do it.
See? Look.
How do they like visualize people getting lit to that mini game? They think people are gonna finish spelling wristwatch and be like, yes, yes, boom. I mean, I know there's gonna be one in chapter like 5 that is just the most insane leap in logic. I'm gonna be stuck on it for 45 minutes, and then people are gonna clip this and be like, my one said it was too easy, and it's like, it's not the difficulty, it's that it's stupid, dumb. See, look, it broke at the hinge point just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Yeah, we know. They care for little boys and girls.
So
that's
if
right.
It wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he
Do
must have
D
been
and I
attacked
if you
around
think
6
wristwatch
this
is
morning.
reclaimable. with the asterisk instead of the eyes. That's funny. Was broken after 6? Yeah, 6 in the morning.
That would be his official time of death.
Yeah,
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
that's correct.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Allegedly.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Yes.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice
Karen,
hammers.
why did you say that? Why is it in italics? I feel like you're whispering to me. The wrong assumptions.
That's exactly
True.
why the culprit wrote the numbers on
Yeah,
each hammer
obviously.
and had them increase in size.
That wasn't y'all's first thought? When you were like, oh my god, he's attacking in order from 1 through... It's like, clearly there's a point to that, you dummy.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka
Yeah.
was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
It's true. It's open to anybody
When
now.
He was killed. We hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Absolutely.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right.
Depends.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
Ungia! Huh? Yeah, we just covered this. Holy shit.
When we heard Hifumi scream,
Moments
we were all
ago.
together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
How strange.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And that's where we found his body.
Most insane sprite I've ever seen in a video game. Look at those fucking shoes, dog. His ratio of foot to ankle to calf to thigh is insane. Rip Bozo Hifumi. I'm just looking at the fucking... Look at... It's just feet to ankle for me. God damn, his legs are built like those little birds on the beach that run away from waves. I'd like to think that's how he walks. You know what I mean? You like finish a conversation with him. He's like, well, I must be going. We went out fly as fuck. Yeah. You look, at least he didn't crease his Jordans. You're close to like $5,000 shoes. Holy fuck, Hifumi, Jesus Christ. God, that sprite is crazy.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Allegedly.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
Is there a part of him that isn't a crease? Hifumi the Crease. Last name. I was gonna format like a nickname and I realized that I don't know that guy's last name.
If that's true, where's the tape?
Yeah, that's
I don't
stupid.
know.
That's a dumb one.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
He's trying his
we all
best.
have rock-solid alibis for when we heard
I like
Hifumi
Hiro a
scream.
lot.
Since all
decided.
of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not
Okay.
stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
Is his shoe size in kids? No, because the shoe size isn't even that. It's just like his feet are still pretty normal sized compared to ours. It's that his legs are so much smaller, but the feet are still kind of the same size.
When his body vanished from the
It's
nurse's
odd.
office,
It's just that everything else is so big.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
That's right.
At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of
Hifumi Ultimate
going
Crease
missing.
Yamada. He ate a turtle. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, don't forget,
I have not been
passed out in
paying
the
attention.
equipment room the whole time.
I forgot.
Then what if Genocide Jill did it?
Thanks for the
She could have
reminder.
dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Pig from Chicken Little proportions. Okay, time out. I remember loving the movie, but it's been so long. Yeah. Yeah, look at those legs, dude. How do those hang in there? That's so impressive. Those must be just incredibly muscular. All right, back to work.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Yes.
I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words,
Get
it
'em.
is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand,
Okay.
Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared.
Kyoko.
So they most certainly could have done those things.
I suppose.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
She's right, but that is a funny thing to say in a trial.
So instead of who, I propose we start
Yes.
talking about how.
That's a great idea, Kyoko. I was just
In
about to complain
particular,
about the same
I
thing.
think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Brilliant. That's where I would have
That's
gone to.
true.
Kyoko.
We searched everywhere.
Kyokyo.
But we couldn't figure out how to explain his
work.
body disappearing.
We really do see eye to eye. What are you doing tomorrow at 5 p.m.? Do you want to play pool with me? And more. That's the face I pull while you're deliberating. Would you like to go with me to homecoming? And then maybe Dairy Queen. Okay. Okay, I understand. Thank you for your consideration.
And according to what Celeste said,
I don't remember. Could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. The killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time? Nope, he got up and walked away, bro.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of him.
Because he left, boy. He wasn't dead yet.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh,
You know, I
man,
just like I look at him like that
There's
Mitch
no way.
McConnell.
It's impossible.
When he like totally got locked in to some sort of hallucinogenic state at that that one speech. Y'all remember that? Probably, because it was everywhere. When Mitch McConnell just like totally zoned out and people thought he was dying on camera. That's what I look like when I'm waiting for an answer. Imagine that. I'm just like asking, like, "Hey, do you want to go? You want to go with me to homecoming?" And they're like, "Oh my God, look away!" And it's like, "Oh, blushing." And then she's like, looks back to give me an answer, and I'm just like, he was locked in, dude. I can't even like do like the way he withdrew, the way his chin is withdrawn into his body is it's like. It's like that. I'll workshop that in the mirror instead of showering after stream. And waste a bunch of water. That's what I always do. I turn on the water and then when I'm waiting for it to get hot, I just like walk in front of the mirror. And I'm like, waiting for the water to get hot. And then I start thinking about something and then like 20 minutes pass. And then I'm like, whoops, water's been running for a very long time. So no way it'd be impossible. Why do you look like that?
What
Shut
if I
up.
told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Through Christ. Kyoko too? What the fuck is going on?
How? If the dead body were to move
Yes.
itself.
Duh. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, anything is possible with Popsicle.
The dead body moved on its own?
Yes, girl.
No, not another ghost.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think it has anything to do with
It's
the
alright,
occult.
dude.
I think what she's implying
Seth
is
Therm stares at the ants. Not true. I stare at the ants like this. And I have my bottle. And I'm going like... That's why I stare at the ants. Anyway. It's neither here nor there.
we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
That is exactly correct.
He was alive?
Yes.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't
Was alive?
out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Sakura, oh my god. You know I love you, but you are such a net negative in the
But I
trials.
mean,
We just
we
said
found
this.
his body. He was dead.
No, he
He was
wasn't.
simply playing dead.
Yeah, he's just covered in blood.
It isn't possible.
It's very possible. Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible? Extremely, extremely possible. I would even argue the answer. Broken wristwatch. Why is that the thing I need? Maybe I'm gonna have to do that suck up thing again.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that
No, that's
is
the
why
wrong
the
thing. I'm just trying to
announcement was
figure
made.
out.
Are we really so sure
The thing,
about that?
I don't know if I'm supposed to do this
Maybe
because
the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
there we go. I was about to say I wouldn't actually be proving a point if I did that. Like, all right, we have to prove he was still alive. All right, well he died. No, he's alive. Gotcha. Okay, there we go. Someone else's discovery. Oops.
There's a chance you... No. It is Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body had...
No.
No, that's wrong.
No. Celeste is so annoying, but I love her so much. That makes one of us. I'm ready. I would like her to be the culprit so she can die and leave. She annoys the hell out of me, and I don't want her around anymore.
Of course it was.
She's
the
mean.
announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was
Yeah,
also
Sakura
the
literally
same
said, like,
time
we must
Taka's
have discovered
body
at
was
the
found.
literal exact same time.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
Correct.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
I remember calling this last stream. I'm glad I got this
I
right.
think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Yeah, because it played again later when Hifumi was in the repository. So that must have been when he
First of
actually
all,
died.
If two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Yeah, and there wasn't.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
You're floundering.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement
Let's
is
hear
that
it, bro.
it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Yeah, because it played again later.
Man,
It did.
if you're a lazy bum.
That's me.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Correct. Byakuya is, you know, I'm not going to say growing on me because I do still hate him, but he's at least proving more useful.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
That's right.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
I've covered this before. I'm covering it again. Everybody in my chat who says I love Byakuya. Sorry to be the first to tell you, you have a thing for subordination. It's just the way things are. That's just the truth. This man has no redeeming qualities. If you enjoy this guy, that has to be the reason. Because I can't think of a positive thing about Byakuya. I just can't. He looks like a twink, though. Everybody looks like a twink, dude. This is a fucking Japanese game. There's like 5 of them. And that's how they do things in anime-style games. That's just how they do it. Except Hifumi. Okay, what about all the other ones, though? Not Sakura. Again.
Exceptions that prove the rule. The fact that there's only 2 names you could have named out of our 15 class of 15. People would rather top a twink than stop and think. That's really good. You only got twink, fat, and mommy. It's true. It's absolutely true. That's all Japan has. Not Japan, like this game. I should have clarified. Not the country. Not the real life thing. I just mean like. There's only one non-twink male character in 3 games. Why is all your shit in italics? It's freaking me out. I keep thinking you're whispering to me like you're my advisor to the right. I hate Italians. I can get behind that. Okay, anyway. Let's get back to work.
Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
It's absolutely correct. The second body discovery announcement. First time we played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and in the equipment room. The second time was just after Hifumi came back to life. Right? Because he came back to life and then he like died again and then the announcement played. Really sure about that? Second one came on right after Hifumi woke up for the last time, I think. Is that not what I just said? Second body discovery announcement. Second time was when, okay, when both bodies were rediscovered. Whatever. It's fine.
We heard it a second time in the repository.
I must have mixed up the order when things happened. Oh, it was when I first walked in the room. Wait, are you serious? Then him waking up, like, was real? Like when like Aoi cried on him and he woke up again. That doesn't make sense. So he was dead. Okay, there's more going on here. There's more fishiness. Body's been discovered. Just a certain amount of time. Whatever.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
That's right.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
That's right. I like how the letter I is always squished in the next letter. Dude, I'm telling you, it makes this so much harder to read.
There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
Let's hear it.
Super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Get her.
But honestly, I do not think
Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a great point.
Okay, then.
Yes, there is.
Let's take another
Glasses.
look at the events surrounding the discovery
Glasses,
of the body.
bitch.
Then it should become clear whether
The
he was really
glasses,
alive or not.
bitch.
This whole thing is pointless.
Girl, no, it's not. As we prove that Hifumi is still alive. To find it, show it to everybody. Glasses, bitch. Yeah. Fumi's glasses. There we go. Okay, back to work.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Got only 2 hearts and this one weird little glitched
then,
out stripe.
While me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Correct.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Correct.
But when you compare his body before being
She's gonna
moved
say they
and
look
his
the exact
body
same.
after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
So I had to wait one more time. Okay, I figured this. Okay, I'm having a hard time understanding
well, here's one thing
because sometimes they do take a direct approach of like
found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's
the
office.
exact phrase in yellow is directly contradicted by the bullet. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just the general topic, and you have to dispute it.
And the next time we saw his body,
And it's not consistent at all.
it was in
Sometimes they'll just mention, like,
But when you compare his body
there's
before
something
him
strange about his body,
and
and that's what you have
after
to
the
shoot. And
view,
it's like, but you're not contradicting anything they
other
said.
than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable
There we go.
difference.
Okay, whatever. It's fine.
No, that's wrong.
It's whatever. Okay.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
It's true.
His glasses.
Yes.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like
Correct.
to fill the rest of us in?
I'm gonna get a lot of Twitter DMs about that because I said something negative about Danganronpa. I'm gonna get multiple DMs from that. What up, boy?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
It's true.
But when we found him again later in the
I'm
repository,
30-year-old Italian. This is exactly right.
they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Look at him closing his eyes. All right, don't blow it. This is the big moment. Yeah, dude, are you kidding me? The evidence I found in the trash can was find a picture of the trash can. Oh, they didn't put it in the trash can. Okay, that's good. I thought they were gonna do that thing where they accidentally
It was
leave
a glasses
the
cleaning
trash
cloth
can in the
featuring
photo.
a certain cartoon mascot.
A certain cartoon mascot.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece
Yes.
of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
Where do you get all the blood? I guess the nurses, they would have blood, probably some like blood for transfusions, I suppose.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
That's exactly right.
And whose digital camera was it?
Cute
Hifumi's,
little
of course.
little cherub with a bow and arrow.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
That's exactly right.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Hold on, I got some ant on my desk. It's distracted.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
That's right.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Okay.
There's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
I believe both of them 100%. That's not evidence, dude. They just said, like, I don't like it. That's not mine. Then it's settled. I mean, it definitely is Hifumi's. It's just like, it's the thing I was talking about that I love, where they always, like, reach the right conclusions with the wrong evidence.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
What I'm saying
Bro.
is the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Correct.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would
What?
benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Thank you, Sakura.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
Yes,
Pretends
let's.
to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see.
Read that sentence one more time. But take out the G, L, and the E and the last S from glasses, and then take out the last two E's from the word C and replace them with HIT and read it back.
Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse
Sitting my white ass down
becomes
and
possible,
listening.
wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead,
She's about to say the dumbest shit you've ever heard.
what was with all that blood?
All right.
Paint or
I'm disappointed. That's pretty. That's a good thing we do have to
The
cover.
fridge in the
Unfortunately.
nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
Copious. Did you say
Probably
copious?
used one of those.
I wasn't listening at all. Yeah. Fridge news. I was these packs of blood.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Relax, liberals. It's called dark humor. That's exactly right. Speaking of crazy with it, this music's
And
nuts.
if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Yeah.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Hifumi! The one who took his course was Hifumi.
I got it!
I got it!
Only have been Hifumi.
Yes!
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
Yes.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
Yeah, he locked from the inside.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we
Yes.
got there, the door was locked.
The
Quite.
repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He
Yes.
convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
They dropped the music, so you know this
So,
shit's important.
Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
That's fucking crazy.
But that means he took part in the murders.
That yes.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more?
I'll
piece of
slow it
evidence?
down. Look at her cocky ass smirk. That pose and that smile that's absolutely like the promo art for like an Illumination movie.
There's more?
Allegedly.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
It's the same smug ass pose that Garfield pulls on all the Stouffer's lasagna boxes. They did this like a collab with that Garfield movie because it's lasagna or whatever, but they're still like they still have a lot of stock they're going through even though the Garfield movie came out forever ago. Still, all of the frozen lasagnas in my Food Lion have Garfield on the front doing that fucking smug ass arm. Exactly what she's doing. She thinks she's hot shit, but she's cold manure. Yeah, get her.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item
what?
he took off of Taka's lifeless body.
Sorry, I was thinking about the Stouffer's Garfield thing. Thing that Hifumi stole from Taka. Could it be the paper? The note Hifumi had.
I got it!
I got it!
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
That's correct. She poses like her name is Kevin.
Hidden note?
That's right. I miss you, Mondo. We're trying to see a picture of you, like you said.
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his
Do not go there, okay? It's an investigation.
pants?
Yes, his pants.
Sakura, what are we talking?
Hey,
Okay,
well,
forget it.
about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
My God. Found a homie we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about.
Yeah!
Tell me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
We already covered that.
Not the same?
You just said that.
In other words,
What is happening? Is there a gas leak?
another person besides Hiro.
Am I going crazy?
And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right. Taka.
Gotta be.
Killer used
I'm glad
this
that the
note
only other
to
options
drive
besides Taka were me and
murder him.
Hifumi's pants because I didn't hear the question because I was talking about other shit. Kill uses note to try Taka and murder him.
Hello, over here.
Oops.
Objection! Objection! I don't
Let's
really
hear it, girl.
understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
No.
So whoever wrote it wasn't
He
drawing
did,
out
but he
a
tore it out.
TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy.
TikTok and Huffy. Hell yeah.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Those are both bad. That's your worst work. Those are shitty and not clever.
Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
I don't know, bro.
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary. But still. Can't let her get to me. She's getting to me! It's on Tubu. Bro, it's literally on Eevee. Broken wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses, glasses cleaning cloth.
Puppy had the note, right?
What?
And the person it was intended for
Well, no, this
must have been Happy.
it's not true, but I need to see the rest of it.
Remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m., I believe.
Oh!
The time doesn't matter.
Eh.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Yeah, do.
No, that's wrong.
Yes!
No, there absolutely is a connection.
No! Why is there a little banana on the wall?
The
Oh, it's the
note
moon.
said to meet at 6 a.m.
Yes.
Which is the same time Taka was murdered.
That's exactly right.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch.
True.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Oh my god.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
What could it mean?
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Okay.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections.
Someone used that.
At least
note
she's
to
having
trick
fun.
Taka.
I wish
That's the
Toko
same
would
as
stay like
me.
that forever because it's actually interesting and I'm having a good time with it. Because Toko, she can't hear that. Because how debilitating would that be to hear that someone prefers your serial killer side to how you normally are? Everything about Jill's awful. What do you mean? No, I think she's so beyond preferable. Because they both say a bunch of like problematic shit, but I would argue that Toko's like bummer form is like legitimately more consistently says like gross shit than the serial killer one does. And at least the serial killer one provides something. Normal Toko says the same amount of problematic shit, but also everything that isn't problematic is just her pouting and being self-deprecating, which is not fun. I have 100,000 times more fun when it's Jill than when it's Toko. Because Toko fucking blows. Toko is so boring and annoying at the same time, which is an incredible thing to be. Anyway. Someone used that note to trick Taka just the same as me, whatever.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster.
That's right.
Telling people they found a way out.
Yes, that is mean. You're right.
Gave the note to Taka. What was Hifumi doing with it?
Getting rid of... Dude.
Down his pants, no less.
Yes.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Correct.
He stole it?
All right, we have to present the little, whatever. Please, you stole the note from Taka. Little triangle of paper. Small paper triangle. I keep left clicking, sorry. Oh, music's picking up.
Searched Taka's body,
That means I impressed him.
I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Sorry. I was trying to understand what was happening in chat, and I couldn't follow, so I gave up. Okay. When I start talking body,
If I'm right about this,
does everyone feel filled in?
the paper this piece came from is...
The other one.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Bro.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Yes.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap.
We've covered
Did
this.
I get all that right?
Yeah.
That means Hifumi knew the note was
Oh my
important.
god. Yeah.
Exactly.
which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
That's correct. Oh, okay, so they're going to take the accomplice route. The route that I was taking this whole time is that he wasn't working together with anyone. He was on his own, and he planned to just kill Taka, but then somebody else killed him and became, like, the new Blackened.
Whoa. Yeah.
But it could also be an
Seeing all
accomplice
this,
situation, and then,
Hifumi
like,
was
a
super
betrayal.
involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yes.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
We got the, yeah, we had the
When we
announcement.
found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
And except when he wasn't, when he woke back up for no reason for like a second, which I just can't understand.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
We don't know yet.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He
Yes.
was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
Correct.
So he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
Oh my fucking god. She is so useless. It's genuinely crazy.
During that time, we'd all split
I
up
don't
and were
mind.
searching for
It's
Taka's
just
missing
funny.
body.
Yeah.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
That's correct.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Stop.
Who are you calling a walrus?
You guys should kiss over it.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too.
Why is that?
There's something that's been bothering me even more.
What's that?
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
What about it?
Weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yes.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some
Okay.
semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours
Yeah.
after all.
Yeah, that was okay.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
There you
Right,
go.
though. I don't understand it either.
Good job,
The
hero.
Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
All right.
But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Wasn't one of the
Personally,
hammers wet?
I haven't a clue.
So it was washed?
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
I don't
Those
know.
were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Uh-huh.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
It's absolutely
I don't think
possible.
it is possible.
Oh.
They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Oh, like same kind, but they used a different
so
hammer.
then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
A larger hammer. The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. Yes. Spotless hammer. I think I know this one, guys. It was the spotless hammer.
Justice Hammer 3.
I'm not going to do
Justice
that yet.
Hammer 4.
well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out.
What's that,
How was the
Celeste?
culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
I don't know what that means.
How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Oh, because it was in the art
Sounds
room.
like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Yeah, kind of.
.com/hammer time for more info.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
Please be something that makes
The
sense.
murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Okay.
No,
I didn't feel very confident about that one, but we're good. I did misclick and lose.
the murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all.
5 seconds.
No, it was something completely different.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository.
That is right.
The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
And did, I think. Ad starts in 30
Now,
seconds.
All the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
Cliffhanger! Out of every line in this whole trial, that's the one that is the least of a cliffhanger. They're covered in debris. Cliffhanger. All right. Run 3-minute ad, and I would throw on the jelly can, but I'm just gonna throw on what I've already got up. So I'll be back in 3 minutes. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can... Here, give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can... Can I change the opacity of this? Properties. Alright, hold on. Let me put it on... Maybe it's a filter? Oh, I don't know how to change. I wanted to put it like as a low opacity thing on top of the... Alright, hold on. Let me look it up. OBS, how to make... Oh, really? Wait, hold on. Oh. All right, there we go. I'm gonna get a snack. All right, I think everybody's back. What Hifumi sees after heaven. I would certainly hope so. Okay. I'm personally concerned with the DeviantArt. Wait, hold on. Which one's DeviantArt? Oh, tab up top. All right. Well, this is very cute. $3D model. Oh, God. That's funny. All right. This is pretty awesome. Now it seems to be mostly just the Chicken Little himself. All right, we're done. I'm gonna stop scrolling before I stumble into something that I really shouldn't. Okay, here we go. Back to the game. Oh, I gotta pause my my jellyfish live stream. There you go. Okay. All the hammers in their pot. Look at him. Oh my god.
But for some reason, one of them had been
My
scrubbed
phone. I was
clean.
looking at Red Sox stats. Look at this. There's Alex Bregman and Trevor Story hanging out with each other. It's pretty cool.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
Yeah.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Holy fuck, is this trial still going? Dude, we might not even be halfway. Because we're not even close to, like, having a suspect yet.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
That's the most fun Makoto's had all day. It's just listing types of hammers. You can tell he's kind of getting into it. They got big ones, small ones, even flat mallet-like ones. But one of them is cleaned up.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
It's true.
So Hifumi moved
got hammer
Taka's
autism,
body
that's
to the
right.
repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Betrayal.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Yes.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
First thing I agree with to come out of you this trial. Because he could easily just be doing his own thing and then somebody else just swoops in and kills him.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping
Yeah,
someone else carry
absolutely.
out the murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did. I don't remember when, but we did. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Oh, is there something that I missed? Make your argument. Spiles hammer. It's gonna be one where I have to suck up somebody's statement.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Gimme. Should we say there's no chance people work together on this?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act
Okay,
can
so I
graduate
guess the
and
idea...
survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
I guess the idea is that the original plan was that Hifumi and the killer had a plan to each kill one person and split the money
Since
and
there were
leave.
two murders, it's at least
But then
plausible
the
that more
true
than
killer
one person
turned on
was
Hifumi
involved.
and betrayed him so that they could have all the money. Interesting.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward.
Oh my god. I was gonna say that's a new term, so they're gonna context
The
clues,
payoff for
babes.
working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's
Yeah.
no benefit to
So why not
you.
just phrase like that the first time so we wouldn't have to do all this?
If there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
That's
You're
right.
saying that two people could act as each other's
Beginning of the
accomplices to
phrase.
commit two
Last
separate
word of the
murders.
phrase? That's like half of his dialogue line. He does that shit so much too, where he'll just repeat the last word that they said. Like in this case, he'd be like, separate murders?
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
An accomplice for their crime?
And based on the case's
It
events,
drives me
Hifumi would have been
crazy.
the first one to act. murdering Taka.
Yes.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
Yes.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
Fingers going nuts.
Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents.
Yahar.
And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
Yo.
A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances,
Oh, seamless.
they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Yo.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Well, that's mean.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Money.
So, I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't if it's a... This is what's confusing me about this. They just keep... they keep setting it up so clearly as like Celeste is going to be the killer. It's Celeste. It's Celeste. It's Celeste. It's Celeste. And so I thought it wasn't going to be Celeste, but this also, again, points to Celeste. Because if this game has like really emphasized one thing... Look at the edge of Celeste's sprite getting cut off. You see that? One of her little hair coils is cut off on the side. It like hit the end of her sprite box. The thing that it's like reiterating over and over and over is like Hifumi's like servile relationship with Celeste. So that would explain the choice of accomplice. Is that it is again it points to Celeste because it's been shown a million times that he will do whatever she asks him to do. Like they made a point of that. If I don't know if it was chapter 2, I think was like the tea scene or whatever. My finger's bleeding. Give me a second. Is that blood? Yes. Taste test. Incoming a million people being like, ew, did he just taste blood? Everybody's tasted blood. Get over yourself. I need it. Tend to this. Fingers is bleeding profusely. Wrap it in. There we go. Also, as we covered on the channel, I got a 50-50 split. People being like, yo, true, and 50% people being like, ew, gross. Unironically, as far as I'm concerned, blood tastes good to me. I don't know what it is, but I don't mind the taste. Anytime my mouth is bleeding, I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad right now. I would be madder if it was something gross. Yeah, I'm a vampire. That's right. Things are getting my... Oh, yeah, we already covered this. Blood toast tastes good. Thank you. And that iron deficiency hits. Yeah, it's refreshing. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but as entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, if you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is
I
in this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That is the question.
That's problem numero uno right now.
I was trying the blood taste until I had tooth surgery, swallowed too much of it, and threw it all back up. That would do it. That would absolutely do it. Don't swallow nosebleed blood. It looks upset your stomach. I wasn't planning on it. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. I mean, I'm picking Celeste. You.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Fred, so.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
What the fuck? We just turned on the auto-tune. Did y'all hear that? What the hell was that? I know it was like that was a really quiet dialogue line, but I don't know if y'all caught him going, I wonder. Why did he say it like that? Travis Scott falling off stage? I mean, it sounded like it. What the hell, dog?
So what you are saying then
is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
That's exactly right, yes.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Get him!
Pardonnez-moi.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support.
Just drop it. I want to hear you yell at him. Just drop the accent, dog.
Is that so?
She's French now. Yeah, she's trying to go for like a French type feel, but she picked Ludenberg. Like, what the fuck? Like, we've known for a while this is obviously a front. Celestia Ludenberg is false because she's not European and wants to be. But like, why you gotta pick Ludenberg if you're trying to be French? Belgium, maybe? French and German influence. We'll go Belgium. We'll go Belgium.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Just telling us where to
Considering what
go
we've learned so
all the
far,
time.
It only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Yeah, encounter.
I got it! Bing! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit.
She's Belgiese. I believe it's Belsh. Stretch. Her secret power is not geography. What? Okay. I need to be clear. I misread your typo. It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not as bad as I thought it was. That absolutely looks like I was making fun of you missing only one letter. Don't worry about it. Because I missed 3 letters in my brain. I literally read it as Gogapy. I didn't see the E or the R because my new contact prescription is weird. I promise I wasn't just being a dick. I beg. It was only missing 1 letter. In my mind, it was missing 4. I thought it said Gogapy, and that's why I was laughing. We're good. Even though, yeah, we
The only ones who
talked
ever
about this.
actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush.
That's right.
The adults are talking now.
Bitch, who has been running the show? It's not you. It's Kyokyo and I. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
Sorry.
Stick up for yourself.
Said only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
It's true.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of
Makoto,
the
you
culprits,
bitch.
we
Yeah,
can't
seriously, I
help
need
but
to just stick
suspect
up for
what
himself.
Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying
It's a good
everything they told us
song though.
was a
Grunts are
lie?
talking. It's
After
true.
taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
Yeah.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
No. I forgot. Saw shadows like moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the 2nd floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
That's correct.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the 3rd floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
She did.
and when we'd all come
Look
to
at her.
see what was
Oh,
wrong,
God, they're on
what was
me.
it she said?
I don't know. Celeste, what's wrong? It's rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, a strange costumed man. He ran up as soon as I screamed. He blocked the stairs. We had further down the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi's in the nurse's office. This is back. Come on, we gotta go back.
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
This is what always happens. There's always once per case. There's something that is like planned that has just so many variables. Like there's no way you could ever rely on this. Like it happened, but that is a low chance. How do you possibly? Because they also, at the time, weren't communicating with each other. They're in separate places. They just had a plan of, like, at some point, Hifumi, when we all leave, you're going to have to scream to draw people back. The odds that they would happen to come across the body at the same exact time are minuscule. Because there's so many variables. Maybe Hifumi screams too late. Maybe he screams too early. Maybe we can't decide what to do for a second. maybe it takes the other group longer than you expect, or less time than you expect, to go into the wander into the physics lab and then into the back room and see Taka's body. Like, there are so many variables. How could you ever count on this?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yes, but like, that's crazy. Now we split into 2 groups. The hunting party, it seems much more interesting. Really, other than Makoto and Hina, you come meet in there's she's a gambler. Being a professional gambler isn't just about being lucky. It's about being a good liar. Her whole thing is that she's a good liar. That is irrelevant in this case. It's not relevant in the case, but it's irrelevant in this circumstance. Being a professional gambler has nothing to do with just hoping you get lucky. That's just being a human being. She knows how to read people. She can't read people when she... Did you see what I'm saying? We're splitting up. There's nothing about the fact that she's good at reading people would have any bearing on an instance where we're split up. And now she's leaving 3 separate people and just being like, well, I hope they discover Taka's body at the same time we discover Hifumi's. Being a pro gambler involves a lot of skill, reading people, and being a good liar. She's good at those things. That has no bearing on this instance. This is pure happenstance, and I don't understand how you can rely on it. You can't just throw away an entire aspect of something and just be like, well, she's a gambler, so. It's completely irrelevant. W gambling. I forgot every time someone says gambling in one of these streams, people lose their mind because the word gambling is the new internet craze everyone's going insane for. I don't know, anime logic. I mean, it is anime logic. Which is fine. Just saying it's crazy in like a murder case that this is being used in a trial. Leave the casual specific individual to y'all, whatever.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
She never lost a gamble, so she kind of lucky. She never lost a bet. The phrasing is she never lost a bet. That's less about luck and more about knowing how to hedge your bets. Knowing when to go in, being a good bluffer, and knowing when to pull out. If Celeste and Hifumi were working together, well, you just said it. Uh-oh.
And on top of that piercing cry of yours early on.
Let me hear it.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was
Most
your
likely.
way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Correct.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Very good use of literary devices.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Correct. He looked fucking... Like, what's up with that? Y'all see his feet? Certainly was not expecting this. Then imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
That one's a lot more flimsy. That's stupid. That should be thrown out. That's irrelevant. There are only 3 people there. Any of the 3 people could be the first to be like, oh my god, Hifumi's dead. We were all thinking it. That one's useless. You're nailing it so far, but that one is irrelevant. We should throw that out. Your Jordan's fake as fuck, Hifumi.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
That is how getting away with murder is. That's
Hifumi's body disappeared.
That's how that works. You're Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared.
I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom.
She's trying to get you out of the equation, dog.
Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Yeah.
Each piece
You know,
isn't
once
much
again,
by
forgetting the
itself,
concept of
but
lying
start putting them
exists.
together,
Dude, we have the
gets
same
very ugly
impasse
indeed.
every trial. This is much by itself. Start putting them together. And yep.
Agree, Celeste?
Yeah, I want to hear
I
from her.
have no idea what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, we know she's going to put up a fight.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
A slip-up?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Ooh. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too.
Yeah, that wording is a little awkward.
I don't understand what's so strange about
I should have noticed at the time, because I remember thinking like that phrasing is a little awkward, and I'm not realizing it's awkward because they were trying to like shoehorn in the phrase "those guys."
Then pay attention.
Yeah, because she wouldn't have known
Toko,
yet that there were
and
two
I
deaths.
First to discover Taka's body in the equipment
Because I was the only one who
then
went up to see
Makoto showed
Taka's.
up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense.
true.
It was completely out of place.
It's true.
I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
If someone asked me to repeat an offhand comment I had made hours ago, I wouldn't be able to do it. Yakia said that Celeste's comments doesn't make sense. What is he alluding to? Bro? Okay. Trying to wipe shit off my mouse pad. Go file number 3. I don't
All
know.
I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They
Yeah.
must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those guys died.
Ugh. It's one of those suck up. Who gives a shit? All right, fine.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us.
I just don't remember what Monokuma file number 3 means.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I gotta use "so strange" as my truth bullet. There's no way. I hope for my own sake that this doesn't work. Because if it does, it throws out the logic of this entire game.
We are all going to die. We are going to die.
Dude, come on. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I was complaining about earlier. Sometimes they'll be like, nope, you gotta be really specific with your bullet and your contradiction point. But this time it's just the phrase "so strange." Give me a break, dude. That is so stupid. There's no logic in this game, Thurb. Yeah, but when I was complaining about that earlier, people were like, no, it actually makes sense. So I need to reiterate to be like, okay, got it. Yeah, check please. Check please. Let's rewind the tape. So let's just said just like those guys died.
None of us had told her Taka was dead.
Correct. Oh?
Exactly. And we didn't run into her
You
until
blew it.
after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
What? How
So
are you
did
gonna defend
know,
yourself?
Celeste?
Yeah. How did you know?
How did
Why'd
you
your hair
know
do that?
more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also
I use
disappeared,
guys
right?
gender neutral, but I guess
So
Celeste
she
probably
could have
wouldn't.
been dead too.
It's true. Okay, let's hear it.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Thanks.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Okay, so you're just gonna
How
ignore
do you
the
explain this picture
those
of the
guys
costumed
thing?
villain dragging Hifumi away?
dude. That like further implicates you.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yes.
So let's put the suit on. And
Well, not that.
Have you so quickly forgotten?
God.
You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
Hey, remember how Hiro himself said that he was definitely drugged? Why are we not talking about that?
I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
Yes.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Oh my
If
god.
everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What
No.
do you possibly mean by that?
My
There
god.
are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Oh, okay. With the way they've been responding to stuff like that, I would be surprised if we were like, ah, okay. Wasn't a picture of a suspect dragging Fumi away. The possibility is Fumi the suspect had been drinking. Fumi's dragging the suspect away. Fumi and the suspect are dancing. Fumi's dragging the suspect away.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
She broke.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't.
Oh my god,
Hifumi,
we're gonna have no
but the
Celeste soon.
person
This is
in the
actually
robot
huge
suit.
news.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around.
She's so beyond getting on my nerves.
And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Fumi thinks Coolsville sucks. Is that a reference to something, or are you just having fun? Yes. Why did you drug my boy?
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why is that?
He was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
I disagree.
Then shut your
Evidence.
mouth and allow me to educate you.
Okay. Bitch. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It's the scene in the Scooby-Doo movie when they filmed Shaggy saying, "I think Coolsville sucks." And that's what he wasn't saying. Oh. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I don't scroll all the way up. It's Scooby-Doo movie. It's so... That's funny. So that's just so you can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? Yeah, let's hear what you have to say. I am curious. Must have been the wind. Must have been the ants doing. Robo Justice's costume, probably. Or the blueprints, maybe?
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight!
Yes.
You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Meanie.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Why's that?
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
It's the costume is rigid.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
That part's true.
there's no way they could.
Costume's rigid, you stupid fucking bastard. You stupid bitch. You stupid dumb bastard. You fucking moron. You waste of
Even if
space.
the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still
Shut
stand
up.
up like that.
That's
Because
correct.
that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
That's right. Can literally only stand up straight. Yeah, we've talked about this. Can't bend at the waist, and it's rigid, and you can't move, and it's sturdy, and whatever.
They totally made a mistake when they made it. So
Wasn't a
it couldn't
mistake,
bend
girl.
at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
And you fell right into that trap, Hina. You fell right into their hands, dog. Oh my god, new drawing. That's how you know
Celeste
she's
and
guilty.
Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
That's right.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Yes.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Oh my.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
You know what this game? I mean, we might be about to get there on a technicality with Celeste, but I still don't count it because she was never really a great person. what I want to happen, and I hope it happens in a future case, because I think it would make the trial so much more engaging. I want to see a twist villain that breaks down partway through. A twist villain. Because we have, like the Genocide Jill thing, and Celeste is about to freak out. Leon had a breakdown. But I want to see like a character that you think is goody two shoes. Like get backed into a corner in a trial and completely fucking implode. I want to see that. I hope we get it, because that shit rules. Anyway. Checkmate. Oh, she's gonna hate that. She doesn't like people telling her she's lost. This is where the breakdown happens for sure. Yeah. Get her.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Just said it, girl.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Why didn't you just talk like this? This voice is way nicer.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Oh, she's trying to like turn the accent back on. That's actually really funny. I forgot this. I mean, he was it who attacked you. I literally forgot about this. What did he say? Yasuhiro. Is that Hiro's full name?
Asked him who had attacked him. His answer was quite clear, was it not?
Have we not already covered that Hifumi is completely like subservient with Celeste? So even if he was betrayed by Celeste, I could absolutely see it within Hifumi's character to continue to try and keep her alive and try to throw us off, because they were working together at some point. And we know he has like undying fealty to Celeste when she yells at him. But whatever. When he asked him who attacked him, the answer was quite clear, was it not?
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Is that his name?
But my
That
name
is his name.
isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only
Yeah,
making
dog,
things
just be
more
like,
complicated.
okay, well, we covered that it's not me.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know what that
What
means.
the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
These are the breakdowns I need to happen more often in the trial.
What do you mean by that?
I need everyone to turn into this kind of thing.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer
It's
to each other?
that's the one time I've ever agreed with Celeste. I said people's last names.
My God!
That's right. He would say like
That's
Mr.
right.
Naegi.
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly.
It's true.
I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Naegi.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I don't think we can count on him holding to his proper manners when he's on his deathbed and frantically trying to get a name out before dying. He could easily say the first name. That feels extremely flimsy.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Well, yeah.
Indecent?
Yeah.
Random chance.
Okay.
Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Well, so is this.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal.
Yes, there is. He's
But he
dying.
must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name
Do
is.
not pull this shit. This would be in the pantheon of dumb stuff to come out of this game's trials. This would be at the top. It's so stupid. Give me a fucking break.
What did you just say?
So just by chance, her last name is also Yasuhiro. That's so dumb. There's so many layers to how dumb that is. One, obviously, it's like, what are the chances? That's so fucking circumstantial. That's ridiculous. 2, why would Hifumi say that? Why wouldn't Hifumi just be like, hey, yo, it was Celeste, you know, because that if I say Celeste, you guys will know who I'm talking about. Or at least if I say Ludenberg, you'll know who I'm talking about. But if I say Yasuhiro, you're not going to have any fucking clue I'm talking. Actually, wait, no, that's not true. Okay, I can excuse point 2. I can't excuse point 1 of this is stupid and circumstantial and crazy that it happened to be the same. But they did make if I remember correctly, it's kind of coming back that the whole thing was that he like remembered from the head injury at the end, right when he was about to die. He was talking about how he remembered. I'm assuming that means he remembered the like however many years they were like classmates that is now like been wiped from everybody's brains. So then I guess, yeah, he would know her real name if he remembered all the stuff that we forgot. So I can excuse that. And I guess, yeah, maybe he like remembered that stuff, but then forgot everything that happened at the school. So he doesn't know that we all refer to her as Celeste and thinks we all refer to her as whatever, as first name Yasuhiro. So that one I can excuse. I will still say that this is the stupidest shit. Because what are the odds that the breaking point of the trial is that one dude's first name is the same as somebody else's last name by pure chance? I don't know. But why do you say that? Because no one else would know. He's talking to a wall. Well, what I'm saying is maybe if the like head injury reset his memory, maybe he remembered the stuff that we forgot, but forgot all the stuff that's happened in the school. So all he's ever known in his time knowing everyone who was in the room at the time was that we had referred to her as whatever her real name is. So he wouldn't know. That's what I assume. Because maybe I don't know, maybe she dropped the whole Celeste moniker at like their first year of school, but then when that memory got wiped, it kind of reset her to when she was still like, I'm going to go by Celeste Ludenberg and be French. It's still stupid. Like when dementia patients have a moment of clarity before death. Hate to make that comparison, but that's what I think. It's the closest you can get. Yeah. Anyway. I mean, he was dying from a head injury, so he was just saying stuff. It's very true. He was just bonked in the head with a hammer. Okay.
To think you take your false accusations so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit.
Okay.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
A little.
Well, do I?
Right now.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
She is a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
So, make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg.
Wrong!
Please stop making me repeat myself over and over again!
Celeste still won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. Don't make me do it again. Don't make me do it again. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank fuck. I thought I was going to do that shitty rhythm game. Oh, e-handbook. Here we go. Wow, how did Kyoko call this from so far away? That's crazy.
Tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
Whatever. It's fine.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
It's true.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Yeah.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I don't know.
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
I almost missed.
no, that's wrong.
No!
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
We don't know her ultimate yet, do we? I am like positive that it's... I'm assuming you're talking about Kyokyo. I'm positive it's the ultimate detective. And I called that since chapter 1. You can look at the receipts. I'm positive I said that in chapter 1. And that idea has only been bolstered more and more over time because of how many dialogue lines they put in this game of him being like, she's like unnaturally good at this. Just the way she dresses. Immediately I was like, she looks like a detective. Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Yeah, let's see it. What's your name, girl? Oh, the things you've lied about. Yeah, I want to see this right now. Handbook's absolutely vital. Yeah, whatever. It'll spell your name. We can talk about it.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
Or she's legally got her name changed. Yeah, that would really throw a wrench in things.
Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste.
Uh-oh.
Can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just tell us.
She's not going to tell you.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
of the wonderful things she does.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
It's true. You know what? That I can get down with.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again.
Oh my
from the
God.
beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
The fucking comic book. There go my headphones. They fell off my head. I don't want to do the comic book.
And that'll bring everything.
A manga in honor of Hifumi. Look at him from the top down. He looks like a fucking checkers piece. Oh my God. I will say, this is the final indecency of y'all know okay, first of all, y'all know Mighty Beans. Second of all, the biggest indecency of these comics, not only are they so annoying and they take forever and stuff like that, but also they make me realize how much cooler and more expressive this game could have looked. Is that just me? I know art is subjective, so maybe I'm the one. I love this shit. I love how over the top these expressions are, and I wish this is what the sprites looked like. Like, I would love if the game looked like this. I would be so much more attached to the characters. Like, this is a phenomenal facial expression. And I would enjoy Hifumi so much more if he had a sprite that actually looked like that. I love how these comic things look, and it's like, dude, the game could have looked like this. I know it takes more work, so that's a little unrealistic, but at least like the flashbacks or like even the character sprites, like this is so cute. All right, anyway, yeah, they're shaking hands, they're agreeing to a deal. Act 2. Oh, they gave oh shit, 4K video download needs an update. They gave tips. They gave Hiro a note saying, hey, be here at 1. So then he comes. They fucking chloroform him. Oh, we got the big boobed supermodel. Look at him. See, look at how devious that is. Hey, guys. I hope I'm not late. Oh, got him. That's actually crazy. All right. And then they stuff him in the suit. And then they take the picture of the suit. These are such fun pictures, bro. Take the picture of him. Act 3. Oh, God, miss you. This I hate this comic book experience so much. Now it's 6. 6 o'clock. There's Hifumi being all creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. He's hiding. Comes in with hammer 4. A. God damn it. Gets him on the head. Wham. Ha 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 ha. And then Hifumi hasn't actually started moving the stuff yet, right? So I don't think this would apply yet. It's Justice Hammer 4. That's the one he had, right? Yeah, Justice Hammer 4. Justice Hammer 4. Okay. Celeste shows us the picture. Then we go to the library. Hifumi's all beat up with a hammer. I believe it was 2. Because Celeste was attacked with 1. And then we're like, hey man, hang in there. And he's like, thanks guys. He rubs blood all over himself, throws it everywhere. And then pretends to pass away. There's the crystal ball from chapter 1. That feels like ages ago. Wait, what? What is this? What is chips? This is probably it. These are all red herrings. So there's only 4 left. Oh, this is Justice Hammer 3. Okay. Oh my god, he's dead! He's been killed. Oh, so is Taka. Act 3. Kazama's in. He has all of his little goodies. He's gonna wrap Taka up in the dark, put him on the dolly, push him around. Now he's right at the storeroom and he's like, I did it. And then puts Taka down. And then it's like, I did it. Are you proud of me? Look, we're gonna get here together. It's so great. And then Celeste fucking whacks him on the head with this hammer. Reenact.
You.
Sakura's slaying in the comic art style. They all are. They all look cute here. The game could have looked like this, man. This is such an endearing art style.
Hifumi, with an accomplice, the killer was
These
able
comics
to
make me
execute a
so
number of
mad. Sorry.
otherwise impossible schemes.
I'm talking over like the whole game. Yeah, okay. Yep.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Hero's so fucking cool.
That someone they met with was Hiro.
It's crazy.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit.
That's right.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Okay, I've been paying attention to this because I've been thinking about the art direction, looking at these comics. And it's making me realize with, like, they could keep the aesthetic they're going for of all of the, like, background pieces looking like cardboard cutouts. You know, like, that's what they do. Like, the sprites themselves, the background pieces all look like, you know, it's like a Don't Starve kind of thing. It looks like a play. Like, it looks like a bunch of, like, cardboard standees. That is so complimentary to something like this. I feel like they could have gone so much harder in making it super exaggeratedly, like, cartoonish and hand-drawn looking, because they make everything look like a cardboard standee, but they just look like generic, like, PNGs of chairs. Like, it's just like it's like a picture of a chair that's been distorted and looks like a car. It's like, if that's hand, I know it would have taken a lot more effort. I get it. But it could have looked so cool if it was all, like, looked like this. Like, if every chair was drawn the way these comics are drawn and then was, like, a little cardboard flip up. It would have been awesome. I would have loved it. Anyway.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Plus, this one specifically, they clearly just had so much more fun with.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Like, of the 3 comic books, this one, they had a lot of fun with Hifumi, clearly, in terms of, like, facial expressions.
The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
That's right.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Didn't I say in, like, the very first stream that I thought Hifumi was going to commit a murder and was capable of murder because someone would diss his waifu? Is that not exactly what happened? Is this not that exact instance? I'm just now realizing. His tiny ankles. Look at that. Look at that tiny little ankle down there.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect.
That's right.
The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did.
That's
We
right.
fell right into their trap.
I
and
didn't.
started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Beep bop. Oh, dizzy. It's like that's a cute drawing of Hifumi.
Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly
Come on,
what
man.
Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Allegedly.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
Yo. Damn, soccer looks cool as fuck.
The other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time.
Correct.
So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
However, God, that picture
We left the
too.
nurse's office, and Hifumi once again
One
took advantage
final
of the situation.
injustice. After Hifumi has been so annoying, has tormented me, killed my favorite character. They just had to give him all the cutest drawings in the game at the very end. Just to make you be like, God damn it. How come he gets the cute drawings? He looks so freaking conniving. That's such a good drawing.
Simply got up and made his escape.
My
When we
God.
learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Damn, look at him move. How do you get the dolly up the stairs? Because there's no elevator.
To move it all the way down to the repository.
Oh, it's down. I guess that makes sense. That's wait, no, not down, because it's the 3rd floor. It was he went from the 1st to the 3rd. How did he like do that? That's pretty hard. I'm impressed.
That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
That's right. Not like it's loud or anything. Yeah, seriously, that I don't understand.
But
God
even
damn it.
Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
There's another ant. I can see it. Look at him dancing. Got him.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Why was 6 afraid of 7? Yeah.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday
Yeah.
hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Something Yasuhiro. Oh my God, the flowers. Mwah. Oh my God, I love you so much. Mwah. Newlywed.
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
Fuck yeah, that's a good line, Makoto. Get her. Humble her. Make sure she goes into hell feeling down about herself. Yeah, you lost.
I lost?
You lost.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang
don't know.
heavy around my neck.
Then you admit
Drop the accent, girl.
You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no.
She's giving up.
Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
All right, couple things to cover here. First of all, that is so funny. that it truly was just that her last name happened to be the same as his first name. Crazy. Second of all, now we've got a Toko, a Taka, and a Taiko. That's a lot. I mean, we don't have a Taka anymore. We're not about to not have a Taiko anymore. But that's still pretty wild.
Taiko?
Taiko.
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
This would be a good time for this music to end so I can actually hear what's going on. Alright, it's over. Yay! You seem really cool and chill when you're not doing that shitter ass accent. Why can't you just be that? You sound friendly and normal. Why can't you just drop the act and just be a cool person named Taiko? Whatever. Nice. I got an A.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Me too.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, you did, girl. You killed 2 people. Well, you killed 1 person, but by extension, you killed 2 people.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh, ads are playing? Alright, hold on.
Okay.
Thank you for the heads up. Twitch didn't warn me this time. Alright, babies. I'll be back soon.
Okay. Pause.
let's wrap this up. I know we're at time now, but we're just about there. Let's wrap up chapter 3, and then I'm gonna have to decide. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to decide what I want to do next Friday, because as with last time, I'm gonna take a break from Danganronpa streams until the chapter 3 video comes out. And I know a lot of people are saying like the chapter, like editing the chapters into videos can't take that long. Why are they coming out so far apart from each other? And it's like, you're right. Because sometimes people will be like, well, it might take, it doesn't take that long. If this is all I was doing, if I didn't have school and I was only doing YouTube and I was only making Danganronpa videos, I could genuinely do like daily uploads. I would have to really push myself, but it could be possible. But it's because I don't want to have, I try to upload new parts of a series with 2 different videos in between each part. Because there are plenty of people who are subscribed who are not interested in Danganronpa videos. So I don't want to just upload an onslaught of those, because then I'm going to lose those people. So I want to do like part 1, different video, part 2, different video. So what I'm going to do is once this is done, I'm not going to stream until I get part 3 out. Whenever I'm working on 2 large projects at the same time right now, and then I have 1 smaller one. I have 2 smaller ones. So I'll figure that out. So next Friday, I'm going to have to pick something else to do. I will think about it. I'll give it some thought. Okay. The moment we're waiting for, time to vote. You already said that.
If you would, please locate your left
Yeah,
hand
we know who did it. We know who did it. She literally... Okay. Garfield cart? No. Sonic? No. I would pay you money to play Star Stable. That could be fun. Yeah, playing some shitty... Not to shit on Star Stable, but playing like some old online game I would absolutely love. That could be really fun. I shouldn't be talking about other stuff, because then when I want to edit this video and I want to show the slot machine landing on Celeste, I'm be talking about Star Stable. Whatever.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you are totally correct. The black in this time, the true killer who devised this whole stinking scheme was Celeste Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taco Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. Because he's servile. I'm sure she relied on her specialty. Lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use... You know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean? Cool of her to let us keep having hope. She's talking about alter ego.
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. Oh my god, look at his room. It's awesome. Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
Are you okay with
It
this?
was Taka. He stole it. What?
So then...
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. Why are you thinking this and not saying it out loud? I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
He covered it.
As
It's
for
fine.
me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. Damn, girl, seriously?
what?
What? And he He took pictures? Fucking Christ. He said that if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. Shoveling dirt on my man Taka's name. Shame on you. Taka would never, ever, ever. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I'd never imagined he would go that far. Neither would I. It was amazing how completely he bought it. Can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. Get him, Hifumi. Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try and kill you. Yeah, we're covered. And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard. Bastard.
honestly,
Can we allow him continue with these barbaric acts? I don't know why you said it like that. Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Why would she say that? Is she stupid? Hifumi agreed without a second doubt, without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation? Obviously. Yeah, another thing that was never brought up during the trial that was very incriminating that I noticed during one of the flashbacks. Hifumi said that when we first found him in the library, he was like, someone was like, who did this to you? And he said, Robo Justice. And then like kind of caught himself. He was like, Robo Justice. Or whatever his name is. Or whatever he said. And at the time, he wouldn't have known. Like, the blueprints that we found in Hero's room said Robo Justice on them. At the top. That's damning evidence that he made the blueprints and planted them. But nobody mentioned it. I kept waiting for that to get covered. And it never got covered. I'm assuming they're about to talk about it. But I don't know why it didn't come out during the trial. I don't know if I missed something. So let's call him gullible as crazy. Are you saying Hifumi's gullible for believing that you were assaulted when you told him? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was to make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's smart. That's it?
let's see.
In that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Okay, so see, since breaking and dropping the accent, Celeste is now, like, has grown on me so much. It's crazy how much more I enjoy her character now. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, why do you have to translate, bro? What was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you'd actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed that lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So in the end, you had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
Hmm.
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously that was a lie. Nope.
Hey.
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch.
Wow, they love that vocal line. I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. Do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
Aww. You killed 2 fucking people. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was the dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? Huh. Well, I guess, you know, it's good to have dreams. I mean, is that Byakuya kissing her feet? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. You know, as much as we're laughing, 50% of Twitch's user base would kill someone for this. Absolutely. I know you people. You people are so fucking unstable about vampires. I don't know what it is. Y'all never shut up about whatever. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Yeah. Good that you're using aesthetic to describe the people around you. Kind of reminds me of something. Speaking of, I shit on my roommate all the time for practicing and perpetuating ethnic cleansing on her Animal Crossing island. It was before I'd ever played Animal Crossing. It was before I did my series on it, so I wasn't really that familiar with how it worked. I was like watching her play it, and she was like going around kicking all these people out and telling them to like leave. And I was like, why are you making all these people leave? And she was like, well, they don't match my island's aesthetic. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? She's like, well, I kind of want like warm colors. And I was like, you do realize what you're doing? She was like, oh. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it reminds you of someone, doesn't it? Crazy. The only time I ever kicked someone out forcibly, it was Shino, and it was because she was mean to me. It was nothing about aesthetics. It was because she was a dick. By skin tone. That was the funniest part. It wasn't just because it's already mean enough when you're like, you're ugly, I want you to leave. But it was color. Beyond like ugliness. Beyond beauty and stuff like that. She was like, you're the wrong color. So you don't belong here. It's like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about! Why was that in all caps? Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own needs, for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding. I can't tell if she threw her accent back on or not. Maybe she did. Maybe I should be doing the accent. That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? She's crying again. Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Good point, dog. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The Blackened disturbed the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared
Oh,
a
he's saying it.
very special punishment.
Okay.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I guess
Okay.
I'll let Kyoko
Oh.
hold on to this.
Well, oh,
What?
a key. This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Okay.
Which is why... Actually, it's not important.
It sounds like it is.
Well then, take care, everyone.
Thanks,
Perhaps
Celeste.
we'll meet again. In another life.
I doubt it. You're gonna die. Okay. Well, I wish you would tell us. Say it. Yeah, seriously. Whatever. God, I hope not you. You just killed 2 people. Yeah. Ugh. I always forget she has those whack red eyes. Is she gonna be burned at the stake? She did kept saying she was gonna burn people alive during that trial. Yeah, the burning of the Versailles Witch. Swoosh. All right, well, I won't miss her. At least she's in Europe, and she's getting the treatment that she kind of wanted. To an extent. Okay. Are you just gonna fucking run her over? Are you kidding me, dude? They didn't even let her burn yet. It was just starting to heat up. They just hit her with a car. That's pretty funny. Get it, boy. Good stuff. Wow. All right. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if Monokuma's whole thing is he doesn't want people to be happy, it makes sense. She wanted to be treated like some sort of European, like, influential figure, and he didn't let it happen. He was like, no, fuck all your burning. You're not gonna get an honorable death. I'm gonna hit you with a car, which is how lots of people die. I like it. It's a goddamn paragraph in the chat. Holy fuck. I'll read it later. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. I speak for yourself, bro. I never considered her a friend. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were going to pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but the reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste? So, what's the deal with that? Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? I don't like where this is going at all. I don't like where this is going even a little bit.
How exciting.
Not reading that. Not reading that. Not reading any of this. Not reading any of this. Okay. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya.
Bye, man. Down to, oh my god, 7 people? Is that right? Wow. There's only 7 people left. We have less than half of what we started with. We started with 15, didn't we? Oh my goodness me. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this fucking lame-ass cast of characters that we have whittled down to. Are you serious? We got mopey, psychopathic, pick-me book girl. We got the rich twink who brings nothing to the table, except for the people with subordination kinks who populate my chat. We've got Hiro, who I do enjoy to an extent, but he's honestly my 5th favorite character. You got Aoi, who I used to like, but now everything that made her endearing is not happening anymore, and now she's just kind of a boring presence that keeps getting fooled by everything. We've got Sakura, who's great, but doesn't get like any screen time, and also slows down the trials to a screeching halt. And Kyoko, who won't fucking talk to me. What am I going to do with my free time? Are you seriously going to make me spend my free time with Byakuya? I would rather stick a fork in my eye than talk to that bitch. Monokuma disappeared, leaving all of us depressed and in despair. I mean, I feel a good bit of despair from this cast. Like, are you kidding me? At least you saw Monokuma. Yeah, I guess. We have that computer of alter ego. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you? Most likely. It's the key to one of the dressing room lockers. Yeah, it's alter ego, bruh. What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it there.
Hey.
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well, then we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Okay. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. Oh my god. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey.
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else had the
What?
Are you okay? Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Please, 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 please. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thanks. Yay! Thank you, Byakuya.
Well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo.
We need to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are going to go together? So does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. Okay, I do like Hina still. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Okay, Miss Jealous. She's taken. She's taken. She's off the market. She's off the market.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. What a useless pair of dialogue lines. We need to get into the locker. Kyoko took the key and got into the locker. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And as the locker swung open, we saw... Hey! Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please just wait a little while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come in here with me?
However,
regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning or that explanation. Look at her. When you do that,
indeed,
it's only natural that they think that I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see... What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back... She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Boy shape. Boy shaped door. Way in the back. It's just a normal store. It's a door. Normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Door. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? I think I can place my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, Gushunk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Oh my god, I wanted to get to the end of chapter 3. Okay, no, we're sticking it out. If there are any mods here still, you can leave if you want. I need to just finish the chapter. Ba-bump. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said. Flash.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom. Bro, are you kidding me? It's been like 1 minute. We've had 3 flashbacks to this exact instance. In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room? But what's in here? There's lots of books and binders. This game is insane. Whatever. But what's in here? Book. There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Look through it and see if you're in there, dude. Look at everything. One file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope Speak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here that's not covered in dust. That means Kyoko's been looking at it. Someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand before I had a chance to take a look at it. A slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I can understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. I can't tell if that's something in this game that I've missed or if it's just like one of his old memories that we haven't seen. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Yo! He's gonna get mugged. Oh, shit. A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I'm hoping, because I think it would be a really interesting twist. Why did my finger look like that? Did you see that? I just did that. I hate this. Why am I bending my finger like that? Where did this come from? I don't like this. I don't like the idea of me talking to someone and pointing at somebody and being like, oh yeah, it's just that way. Ew. Anime finger. Whatever. I mean, I know I can do it with my thumb. Like, I've always known that. I can, like, my thumb is super like flexible. Like I can it's like a normal thumb, but it can bend back really far naturally. Yeah, but I didn't know my index finger was like, whatever. Mine does the same. Let's go. You should be self-conscious about it, just as I am, because it's gross and weird. Is that your ultimate talent? When I was little, I can't remember if I already told this story. When I was little, I used to always draw a thumbs up as a 90-degree angle of like the thumb going in a 90-degree. And I just thought, because that's what I thought was normal. Because when I was drawing, I was like, thumbs up, this is what it looks like. And then my mom was like, why does it look like that? And I was like, what do you mean it's a thumbs up? Is it bad? She's like, no. I was like, why is it like that? I was like, well, it's like a thumbs up. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh shit, that's not normal. She's like, nope. But anyway. Probably didn't weird stuff with my pinky. Yeah, I've got some weird problem with like my pinky that gave me trouble when I was trying to learn how to play the piano. Anyway, I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. No, it's all gone. Oh. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. Oh my God, Kyoko's gonna be so fucking mad. I like begged her to tell me and then she finally did. And the second I go there, it's all gone. My books. That's all I understood. Anyway, as I was saying before I got distracted about this, I'm hoping, because I think it would be really interesting. I think it would be interesting and a fun subversion, and I just said how I would love a twist. I know what they're probably going to do is they're going to lean into the fact that like, oh, everyone's going to accuse her, but it's not actually her. I think it would be really endearing if Kyoko was that person in the mask that just knocked me out. Because they're going to go around it. I think it would be fun if it was like, ow, reverse psychology, where she told me to go there and then knocked me out. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm trying to work through some reflux here. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. Well, they left some stuff behind. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Well, my body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Mom's spagot. Somehow I made back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things were getting blurry. Can't see. Mom's spagurry. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast disturbance, as if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. Oh, it was faint but undeniable. Bang. That sound. It's coming from the gym? How long are they going to leave me on this wild goose chase before they just end the goddamn chapter? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Crack! Dra! Gagunk! Bagya! What's going on? It can't be nothing.
Here in the gym? Guess I'll check it out. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kacha Bakyu. Hagagya. Hiya. Paching. Bakya. Dun. Sha. Yo! She's going after him. Ass shot. Sorry, I just got excited. Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. Oh, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this?
Kill him.
How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal.
Oh, is she the spy? The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Well, that's good. As far as I'm concerned, this is only a positive. Because it went from me liking her, not realizing that she was colluding, to the second I realized she was colluding, she's not going to do it anymore. So I'm cool with it. Sounds good, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
You should say it anyway so others can hear you.
You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What is he holding hostage? My Tamagotchi! What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then, could it be? The mastermind spy is... I don't even know. Well, it's over. Stand tall, galactic hero. Holy shit, what a ride. Bye. Down to 7 lamos. To be continued. Well, you received the Super Robo Justice present. So that was never mentioned. Nobody ever mentioned that Hifumi called the robot Robo Justice as it said on the blueprint before he would have known what it was called. All right. I mean, we got the right answer, so I guess it's fine. I'm just shocked that nobody brought it up. I will save. Okay. Nope. Fuck all of you. We're done here. Returning to the main menu is such a challenge in this game. Just let me quit. Just let me quit. Okay. Folks, we have a pretty lame cast left here, but hopefully the story will remain interesting enough for me to continue to enjoy myself. Okay. No more Danganronpa for a little while. Once again, we'll see how long it takes. I don't know what we'll be doing next Friday. You really did pique my interest with that Star Stable mention, but I'll think about it. But until then, I will be chilling at home, working over spring break. I'm not going on any trips. I'm not even going back to my house for spring break. I'm staying on campus alone and working constantly for a week because, believe it or not, it's exactly what I've been craving. I have not had any time the last 2 months of school to do any YouTube stuff. So I will absolutely, without question, be spending my spring break working. And I'm fine with it. I do have to drive all the way back home just to go to the dentist and then drive all the way back down at some point. But that's fine. Alrighty, it's been a pleasure. I will see y'all on Sunday for Minecraft with Matthew. And I hope you have a spectacular day.